how do we best bridge the gap between the final end user, right? So sometimes it might be both the teacher and the students, or just the students, depending on your product, versus the ones that are in the kind of the decision makers in terms of actually purchasing the software. Because I feel like that's a little bit, well, anyways, it's something we need to learn more about of this and get on top of.
Right. I can tell you two ways that people have done this really effectively in my own school. And it was kind of cool because it was like backdoor selling. They were both like enlisting the students, but also they were making us part of the process. So by the end of it, we felt like partners. It was kind of this foregone conclusion that we were going to be purchasing and using their product more fully. And one was doing, like they actually had the students be beta testers for new features as they came out. It was a product we were using to a small degree, and they were kind of like, how can we get you guys to use us, like all of these other pieces that go with us? Like, how do we increase, your engagement with us? And we were kind of like, well, we really like this and this and this. And we were like, oh, we have those. Why don't you let your students test them out and see what they think? And so they basically ran this design workshop with our students for a semester, which was awesome. And by the end, we were so bought in that we were like, this is great. The students, had this great experience of like testing and giving feedback. So that was one way. A little lighter, simply, like, hey, you're not sure you want to use the whole thing. Like, why don't you try a pilot with these 20 students or this 5th grade class, right? We have kind of a lab school mentality, so we're really open to that. I know that's not always the case at maybe a larger or more traditional school.